Hola! Today I'm going to be showing you some of my thrifted items that I bought at Goodwill and Value Village. I went to Goodwill and they had it was like a Goodwill bookstore, and it was really fun. So the first two items that I got from this bookstore are William Shakespeare works. So the complete works of William Shakespeare, volume 1 and 2. So it's technically one book, but they split it up into two. So there's Titus Andronicus, King Henry, Love's Labour's Lost, the Comedy of Errors, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, A Midsummer
King Henry V, Richard III, Romeo and Juliet, Richard II.
And it goes on and on and on. Oh, and there are little surprises in these books for some reason from the previous person that owned them. So as you can see, those are the list of all the works that are in this book. That's kind of what it looks like on the side. And again, the same one. The second one is the same one, it's just volume number 2. So I got those two thick books, nice and brown, nice and old. And then the second item I got was a mystery DVD bag, which is really interesting. I've never seen the mystery DVD bags in person. I've seen the book, like mystery book bags in before, but never a DVD. So there's 4 DVDs in here for $3.99. And I picked the one that has Inspired by True Story, Chicago Crimes, Ex-Prisoner, and Spy. So we're going to open this up and see what I got. Now, it would have been nice if I had a second camera overlooking, like, above this view so I can make more than one video about it, but I'm not an expert video filmer, whatever. I can't English today. Let's see what we got. I cannot English at all. Okay. First is never say never again. Interesting. I've not watched this at all. Okay, interesting. Oh, it's got some, so this is, I'm assuming, the Spy one. It's a little bit spicy, as you can see. So, by Sean Connery, or Sean, it's probably Sean. Sean Connery is back for his
final performance as Super Agent James Bond in this high-velocity action thriller from the director of The Empire Strikes Back. When 2 atomic warheads are hijacked by the evil Spectre organization, Agent 007 is hurled into an explosive, pulse-pounding race to save the world from nuclear terrorists. Nice. Aside from the nudity. But that's like in everything. Most movies and shows have nudity and have scenes. Alright, so yeah, that's the first one.
Les Misérables. It's not Les Misérables, it's Les Misérables. It's French, I can't. I have actually, I have never watched this. I know that it is popular, and I know that it's an award-winning a film, but I've never watched it. So I'm excited.
So Hugh Jackman, Academy Award winner, Russell Crowe, and Anne Hathaway star in this critically acclaimed adaptation? Critically acclaimed adaptation of the epic musical phenomenon. This is why I need thrift store shopping. This is why I needed a trip to some thrift stores, because mentally, I need thrift stores. Okay, set against the backdrop of 19th century France, Les Misérables, sorry, I can't speak French, tells the story of ex-prisoner Jean Valjean, hunted for decades by the ruthless policeman Javert, I'm butchering this so bad. After he breaks parole, when Valjean agrees to care for factory worker Fantine's young daughter, Cosetta, their lives change forever. The enthralling story is a timeless testament to the survival of the human spirit and an unforgettable experience.
Here we have Chicago crime, literally, the movie named Chicago. I've also never watched this movie before, so I'm pretty excited to see it. And that's the back of it.
Okay, winner of 6 Academy Awards, including bestseller, something sexy, something, okay. Let's get to the point of this. Chicago is a dazzling spectacle cheered by audiences and critics alike. At a time when crimes of passion result in celebrity headlines, nightclub sensation, not a fan, but whatever, and spotlight seeking, both find themselves sharing space on Chicago's famed murderous row. They also share Billy Flynn, the town's slickest lawyer with a talent for turning notorious defendants into local legends. But in Chicago, there's only room for one legend, also starring John C. Reilly and Lucy Liu from Charlie's Angels. Okay, interesting.
Then last but not least, what was the last one? Inspired by a true story movie. So here we have the Lee Daniels, the Butler, inspired by a true story. Interesting. I think I have watched this one already before.
Inspired by a true story. Oh, Inspired by a true story. Academy. Wow, frick me. Inspired by a true story, Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker stars as Cecil Gaines, the devoted husband, father, and White House butler who served 7 presidents during some of the most tumultuous and defining moments of the 20th century. Oprah Winfrey co-stars with a stellar supporting cast that includes, and then there's a list of, yeah.
So separately, they would have cost me about $9. They don't do tax, so they don't add tax. So $9 this would have cost me, but I got it for $3.99. So I would say overall it's a pretty good deal, and it was a really fun package because it was like a mystery package. And we got the package is not misleading. You got everything that the package listed. So we got our ex-prisoner, we got a spy movie, we got a movie based on a true story, and we got the Chicago crime, a crime movie. So I would say overall it was a pretty good purchase, and I would say overall Goodwill was a win for today. So I want to move on to Value Village now, and I will show you what I purchased there. Okay, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking buying this. I don't need this, okay? I don't need any of it. But I saw this car and I just had to get it.
So this is a cute little Beetle, I think. No, it's not. I don't even know. It's a Volkswagen wagon, BMW. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's really gross and dirty inside though, so I'm gonna really have to clean it like really well. The top part is missing. I think there's supposed to be glass up there, unless I'm wrong. I will search up the details of the car online. The doors can open like this. The back can open. If I can get it open. This little area to put groceries and so forth. Okay, and the bottom looks pretty good. Wheels are attached.
So overall, a really good purchase for $9.99. So I found all vintage Barbie dolls, which is awesome because I try to buy dolls that are special, so if I get a hit or miss. But today I got a hit. So this doll was $6.99. They are quite expensive at Value Village, especially in the city. They charge a lot more for items than they do in smaller towns, apparently. Absolute disgust indeed. For some reason. Anyway, so I bought her. She's a ballerina. And she is from 1976. She's a 1976 doll, which is awesome because I love getting the older dolls. And you can tell she's older as well by her face and the type of makeup that she has on her face, that little light blue eyeshadow around her eyes and those really light blue eye color, and they are really big. Her eyes are very large. They pop out, which are a good sign that they are one of the older dolls. Me when I think about my ex. Me when I find a hair that's not mine. Me when I think about my bad decisions. Turn this into a meme. Now, the downside of thrifting is that these dolls are other people's dolls, so they are used, and sometimes you find hair stuck to them and all sorts of other things. Doll number 2. This dress I'm gonna replace because it's just not it. Got her. I will flip the camera over afterwards and then show you guys their faces better. Her head says it's a 1987 doll, but she's not. This was the moment that I realized that I did not buy a Barbie doll, and I bought a clone Barbie doll that was made in the 1990s. Her head says it's a Totsy 1987. The way her hair is stitched is odd. She has a very odd hairline. I was a little too quick to purchase this one. She's actually the first one that I found out of the pile that I was looking in. She was the first one. The second Barbie doll I got was this one. Sorry. And that's what she looks like, and this is kind of what she looks like. She came with this cute little swimsuit, and she is 1966 as well. Now, the last doll that I bought was a Ken doll, and it's a 1968 Ken doll. It looks like this. And again, I will switch over my camera so that it actually focuses, but look at the hair. He's been through it. Anyway, I don't have enough Ken dolls, so I wanted to buy him. The last and final item of my thrift store shopping trip is a Bratz item. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it though. It was more of an impulse buy, I think. I was gonna get it, and then I put it back, and then I wanted to get it again. But then a kid started playing with it on the ground, and then I realized that it's not going to be appreciated enough. So I decided to buy it. So it was more of an impulse buy. Yeah, this is why I need an adultier adult and help me with money, because I just like to buy so many toys that I don't actually need. But it makes my inner child really happy. And it gives me a really big sense of nostalgia. So I argue that it's a valid thing to spend my money on. I mean, you have money on Earth, you might as well use it and spend it. Obviously, I need it for more important things, but a little bit here and there is okay, I think. I'll show you what it is now. It's a Cadillac. A Bratz Doll Cadillac vehicle.
Again, also very used. I need to clean it. Looks really good though. The only issue is that it's missing the back, which is unfortunate. But I did not see the back of the vehicle located anywhere in the store. However, I didn't really look hard enough, so maybe it's in the store. I don't really know. But it's a Cadillac, Bratz Cadillac, and it lights up. But I have to put batteries in it, and the radio works. Hopefully, once I put batteries in it. And the doors open as well. There's my light again. So the door does open. It has the car has nice velvet seats. and it is from the year 2000 by MGA Entertainment. Made in China, obviously, because most things are made in China, and it's a Bratz Cadillac Car.
It's in pretty good condition, aside from the fact that the back part is missing. But I'm really glad with what I found. I had a really good thrifting adventure, actually, and I found a few good items, and I tried really hard to, every time I go thrifting, I always look for very specific items, and if there's something that I for sure cannot find or that is not important enough for me to buy, then I usually don't buy them. But if it's something that I find interesting or that I think is kind of a rare find, then I will purchase it. Because thrift stores are pretty cheap and you can find some really cool things at a thrift store. And I even found 2 grandfather clocks at a thrift store, but they weren't the big size. They were a mini-sized grandfather clock, but it was really cool to find those. I didn't buy those, unfortunately, but I decided to purchase my Barbie items instead, and then the other items from the Goodwill instead. The total cost of all of my items are higher than I wanted it to be, but to be fair, each item at Value Village cost a lot of money. They're a bit more expensive than Goodwill. The Cadillac Car was $14.99 and each doll was $6.99. So it's a lot more expensive than it is in a small town. And Goodwill is also cheaper than Value Village for some reason. Pretty strange. Since it's a Value Village, I don't know, it's a bit strange if you ask me. But at Value Village, I spent a total of $60.06 because they add HST and GST, so they add tax. Goodwill, they did not add tax. So at Goodwill, I spent about $14 for the DVD bundle and the books. So it wasn't too bad. And I hope at some point I will have time to actually work more on my Barbie doll hobby. However, life is kind of getting in the way of the things that I want to do. And also the school is getting in the way of the things that I enjoy to do on my spare time. Let me know if you have ever watched any of the DVDs that I got at Goodwill, and let me know if you own any Bratz cars or Barbie vehicles. I hope to see you again in another video. Have a good day. Bye.